Hi everyone, welcome to Border Text with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this bloke most definitely is not stewiejp. I had the great pleasure of meeting Philharmonic from Banff Clan just a few weeks ago now, or maybe a month ago now, at one of the Melbourne booze-ups that Wargaming had in the city, and an absolute delight to meet this great man, full of character, full of enthusiasm, and I'll tell you what, he reminded me of... Remember Big Kev? I'm excited. He was one of those kind of guys. Anyway, it was a good night on that fateful night in Melbourne. I'm lucky enough didn't wake up anywhere a little bit weird or unusual, but can't say the same for Philharmonic. Philharmonic from Banff Clan in the AMX ELC Biz. I'm sure you'll let me know how it's pronounced in the chat comments down below. Always pretty good with some dynamite comments on the videos. Philharmonic from Banff in the AMX ELC. In a Tier 6 game, just 5 Tier 6 tanks on each team. And Phil is doing exactly the right thing in this light tank. Two light tanks on each team. Not sure where the enemy light tanks are. Doesn't look like they've been spotted yet. Phil in a bit of a spotting position here where he's lighting up plenty of tanks. He's picking up plenty of assisted damage, 1,016 assisted damage so far. You can see the Chaffee getting a little bit brave out there. He's still full health, 360 hit points though. That's not much. When then again, Phil's got 320 hit points, so that would be. It certainly doesn't sound like a lot, especially when I've just done a review on a Tier 10. But anyway, 2-all is the score. He knows he's been spotted even before the 6th sense goes off because he sees that Type 64. Lucky enough to bounce a Type 64 shell, and he also spotted the PZ4H at Tier 5. They're kicking back there on the ridge, you know, doing what dank tankers do and kick back and trying to get some shots on Philharmonic in his AMX ELC. The one that used to be called the ELC, now it's the ELC Biz, or B? Not really sure, I'm told it means second. Tell me, Phil. Does it mean second? I think it does. 2-all's the score on, what's it called? Malinovka. He's on a mission to get 2,500 assisted damage. He's kicking back in this spot where the light tanks often do their stuff. Now, I'm not going to give too much away. He's not going to get the mission in this game, but he's going to continue to try and provide vision for his team. They're winning 3-2, so he doesn't need to do anything too silly. He has been shot once, but lucky not to take any damage. The Type 64 has been taken out now, so he can get back into this more aggressive spotting position to try and look out for where these enemy tanks are. The Leopard at Tier 5 has not been lit. Now you'll see there'll be another replay in today's video after this game featuring the Leopard, the German Tier 5 light tank. Philharmonic from Banff Clan. Just kicking back here, looking at these tanks. It's very tempting to shoot. He gives into temptation, puts a shot into the side of the T-67. Confident in his crew that he's not going to get spotted. He doesn't get spotted, so he gets that damaging shot for free. Looking towards that, the other T-67 doesn't quite land that one either. The score's 6-2 though, so why wouldn't you start shooting? Now it looks to me like he's got the 75mm gun in his tank. Now this used to have a pretty high alpha damage gun, but with a long reload and a long aim time, this doesn't look the same. 75mm, 110 damage, 129 penetration. That's with premium rounds, which is APCR. Standard will give you 100mm of penetration. Now I know there was some changes not too long ago, the AMX ELC Biz. There was some changes in the light tanks, you know, when the Tier 10 light tanks came into the game and all that kind of stuff. And I'm guessing that was the change to the AMX ELC. Maybe that's why it's called the Biz. Or the B. Hopefully Phil will let me know in the comments down below. He knows what he's doing. Look at this guy. Manages not to penetrate T-67. He does get lit. He wants to get another shot in though. Not sure where that shell went. Then that T-67 clearly yellowing, just going straight for friendly teams. Now this is a bit. This is what dank tankers do. Philharmonic from Banff Clan taking a little bit of a shortcut across the water. Now I believe water is shell proof. Maybe not in real life, but in water tanks, if you're underwater, you pretty much can't be shot at. But of course, you go really, really slowly. Do you remember when flipping mechanics and all that kind of stuff came into the game? You could drive one end to the other underwater at really fast speeds. It was hilarious for just for one patch, but they fixed it pretty quickly. Anyway, 9-all's the score on Melanovka. Philharmonic is on 1 kill, 594 damage done, 1503 assisted damage. It was looking like an easy win for a long time, but the enemy team have clawed it back, and like it or not, that Cromwell has not loaded into the game, and he so effectively Philharmonic and his team are one down. Auto aims on the Type T34. I don't think I'd be auto aiming Phil. I think I'd be aiming just in front of him if I can, but maybe. Not sure. Lots of low health tanks though. That Type T34 is a one-shot for Phil, and I think the KV85 is as well. Leopard on full health, doing a great job spotting for his team. That Leopard is lighting it up. For these two tanks that are back here in the bushes, as well as anything else who might be up on the A line, looking to turn Phil's game into a loss. Continues with the auto aim, picks up the kill on the KV85. Handy one to get rid of, the Tier 6 Russian heavy tank. Auto aims on the Type T34. Hold my beer, I've got this. That's 3 kills to Phil. He's put his team back onto an even position all by himself. That Leopard has not been spotted for some time. And what else is left? The Hummel at Tier 6. The M44, which has been spotted over here on the east, but I guess that was a while ago. And that stupid bloody Tier 5 French premium artillery. That annoying thing that just drops the shell every bloody 10 seconds or something. Nothing worse. Now the Leopard does get spotted, kills the KV1. The Cromwell, the AFK Cromwell's gone, and no great loss, I guess. The Leopard is currently spotted over there at A1. You'd hope the PZ4S and the T67 would work together and get rid of that Tier 5 light tank. Because once he's gone, it's just going to be 3 artilleries left on the enemy team, and that's what Philharmonic is going for. 3 arties, lucky enough to be on full health, which, there you go. You just saw, that's that annoying little fuck-up who's just fired a shot into the air, but of course, the reload time on that Tier 5 is pretty quick, so Phil wants to get rid of it. Still full health, so he can, you know what it's like when you're accosting these artillery pieces when, especially towards the end of the game, they generally do get a shot off. The Hummel fires and misses, so Phil can just take his time. Pick up his 5th kill. He's going for a top gun now. 2 enemy tanks left. The T67 picks up the kill on the Leopard. 1 enemy tank left. This is for a top gun. Hopefully that M44 doesn't drown himself and Philharmonic can pick himself up. A well-deserved top gun. He's not stuffing around. He's going straight for where he thinks it is. I reckon we just saw it. Fire just before he was lit. Did you see something shoot up into the air? Anyway, Philharmonic from Banff confirms the top gun. Let's call it an ace tanker as well on Melanovka. In the popular Tier 5 French light tank, the AMX ELC BIS. Of course, it wasn't the BIS when I had it, but that was a hell of a long time ago now. But let's have a look at the result. It is an ace tanker mastery badge for Philharmonic from Banff Clan. The Bruiser medal, 5 for effect. Yoshiho Tamada's medal for getting 2 artillery kills. In the description it says that they need to be 2 tiers higher. Well, no, that's definitely changed because that was a Tier 6 battle. Dimitri's for killing 3 artilleries. Of course, a top gun for the 6 kills. Top the score by experience, and hats off to John Matrix, New Zealand, with 1409 damage, 3 kills, but Philharmonic absolutely smashed it. 1260 damage, 6 kills, 1264 base experience. He fired 22 shots, 16 hit, 15 did damage, 1503 assisted damage. Not too bad for Tier 5. He did shoot some APCR rounds, so he lost 1500 credits, even with a premium account. But who cares when you can get a replay like that? Send it off to stewiejp at Get On Board Studios and get famous. Let's have a look as this second game in this double shot of Tier 5 light tank action. This is PanzerQuake from GameCon. Now, PanzerQuake has sent me a few replays featuring this tank, so you will see it again. It's the one with the machine gun. I forgot about that. It's, wow. PanzerQuake from Calm in the Leopard. This is a Tier 6 battle as well on the same map, on Melanovka, as he's looking in the central part, looking at vision and shots up towards the north. Lots of enemy tanks going straight for the north. You can see, look at all that ammunition it carries. It carries, what's that, 350, over 350 rounds of ammunition. PanzerQuake looks like he's not going to waste his time shooting the side of the Churchill, because it's just one of those tanks that doesn't have the penetration, but has a hell of a lot of bullets. 30mm gun, average damage 30, penetration 95 with standard, 110 with APCR rounds, which is premium. He does get spotted in this bush, so he decides to take some evasive manoeuvres, because some of these tanks can certainly penetrate him, no worries whatsoever. And the thing with these guns, the low penetration, high rate of fire, low alpha kind of gun, is that if you circle some, a little bit like the Panzer 1C. I think everybody knows what the Panzer 1C is. That's a smaller version of this with a little machine gun. I don't think they call it a machine gun, but I do. 4-2's the score. Hasn't picked up any damage yet, but he's picked up 2,241 assisted damage. And he's looking towards that Skoda. He would love to get a kill there. Gets his first kill, gets rid of one of the tier 6 tanks on the enemy team. It's 5 tier 6s on each team. 2 of the enemy ones are gone. 1 of PanzerQuack's teammates are gone as well. But the score's 5-3, so it's not looking too bad. His gun's just about reloaded. It shows 4 shells in the middle of the screen, but of course it's not. It's a hell of a lot more than that. I think one shell might represent 4 or 5 bullets, if you like, or shells. See, that was certainly more than 4 shots. He did get 1 damaging shot with that spray. So if you're worried about your accuracy type statistics, this is not the kind of tank you want to play. It doesn't really snipe too well. It's more about getting up close and personal. And when you're, I suppose when you're top tier, you could really bully tier 3s and 4s with it. That's for sure, because it looks like it does have a decent amount of armor for a tier 5 light tank. In fact, I would probably say it's the most heavily armored tier 5 light tank. I'm sure somebody will know. Please let me know. Picks up a little bit more assisted damage. He's really winning this game with assisted damage. 2,757 so far to PanzerQuake. He's looking towards the AMX ELC, and of course, like I said earlier, you're gonna miss a lot of shots in this. You can see it. It's more a what's known in the photography world as spray and pray. You just fire heaps and heaps of shots and hope you pick up a few good ones along the way, I guess. Unless you're getting really up close and personal, really bullying the tier 3s and 4s when you're top tier. But look, it's been a long time since I played a tank like this one, the Leopard tier 5 German light tank. It can be, when it's top tier, I guess you'd play it like, maybe even play it like a heavy tank. Who knows? Depends what you're up against, I guess. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to give anyone any misinformation. Alright, looking at the mini-map. PanzerQuake, at the moment, PanzerQuake from Kamplan has the dubious honour of being the only player on his team who's not on the 0 line. They are all down the 0 line. And that's why the M44 is not too happy. Of course, that M44 did have 2 kills, so he's probably quite right. Nobody really looking anywhere but the 0 line. So PanzerQuake, no worries. Hold my beer, I've got this. That's what I mean about spray and pray. Just sprays a heap of bullets towards the enemy and pray that a few of them land. PanzerQuake gives that artillery piece a little bit of information, a little bit of advice. You do, even when you're in artillery, you do need to look at the mini-map. And of course, he's calling PanzerQuake a retard. Look, even if you're in artillery, if nobody's providing vision down here to the south, then maybe even it is to move up. I don't know. You tell me. What do you reckon? What should he have done? PanzerQuake chipping away at that M4. He got him down to about 10 hit points. The SU-100 picked up the kill. PanzerQuake gets a little bit more assisted damage. He's on 1 kill, 252 damage, and that's the thing with this gun. It is a little bit iffy, I guess, to say the least. Here we go. Now, when you get something lightly armoured, you throw your shells in it, and even though it's sort of like an autoloader, I would still call it a machine gun. The reload time isn't too bad. Luckily, that Panzer 4H doesn't know how to shoot, and it can't hit PanzerQuake from Kamplan. He's Leopard 1. They're winning 11-9, so they're up by 2 tanks. What's left? Hellcat, Hummel, AMX 13AM in the grill. So 1 tank destroyer and 3 artilleries up against PanzerQuake's team, consisting of 1 artillery, 2 lights, 1 tank destroyer, a medium, and a heavy. And of course, you'd think with 2 light tanks Well, one light tank now. Chaffee clearly going for the kill on that Hummel. The Hellcat, with its pretty good camo rating, I guess, has picked up the kill on the Chaffee. That Hellcat having a good game on 3 kills. The score's 11-10. PanzerQuake knows he is the man now as far as vision goes. It's either him or the Panzer 4H. The Panzer 4H on, what's that, 177 hit points. Probably doesn't want to be the first one over the ridge. PanzerQuake in the Leopard, wants to get some vision. Probably want to get rid of that Hellcat first. Finally spots a Hellcat, doesn't want to get shot by it. That Hellcat will have no problems penetrating PanzerQuake's Leopard. But Hellcat down to 237 health. Now the Hellcat doesn't have much armor. Pings the map, and look, I reckon he's going to go for it. He wants to get around. Auto aim, flanks the Hellcat, uses the machine gun, gets him for 237 hit points, and that's what I mean about one of those 4 shells not representing 30 hit points. It's probably represents a hell of a lot more. 12-11's the score, just 3 enemy artilleries remaining. He waits for that gun to reload, and I reckon PanzerQuake's, he fancies himself here. Either the grill or the Hummel just fired. Or maybe it was the AMX. Who knows? They've both last been spotted there at A5, and there he is there at B. Looked like he wasn't going to get anything there, but the last couple of shells hit the grill, and he got killed. I reckon that was a Frenchie, the AMX 13AM. Well, look, probably both of them just shot there. Got rid of the house, which is fine. We didn't like that house anyway. Why not knock it down? 13-11's the score. 778 damage, 3,394 assisted damage for PanzerQuake from Calm Clan. 3 kills in the Leopard with that machine gun. He does get spotted. Auto aims at the Hummel and says, hold my beer, I've got this. Keep moving around, because that French AMX 13AM, I'm guessing, has a pretty quick rate of fire. And there's one of them. He didn't lose any health though. Just got a little bit of damage into his tracks, but of course with the new mechanics it shows you where the shell came from. And he goes, you can see he was gonna ram kill it then if he wanted to. Gets his well-deserved 5 kills with a very different tank with that little machine gun on the Leopard. The VK1602 Leopard. PanzerQuake from Calm Clan. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Spotter Medal. Bruiser. Duelist. Fighter. 5 for effects. Dimitri's Medal for the 3 artillery kills. Orlix for getting 2 kills of a higher tier. The Scout Medal, of course, patrol duty. Look at all those tanks that he spotted. He certainly did his job in the VK1602 Leopard, also known as the Tier 5 Leopard. Of course, there's a Leopard at Tier 10 as well, not to be confused. 1,646 base experience. 1,172 damage done. Looks like he got 3rd by damage. Only just, but 3rd nonetheless. He fired 135 shots, 53 hit, so that's less than half. 42 penetrated. So that's less than 1/3 of the shots penetrated. That's what I'm talking about. If you're worried about your hit ratio or any statistics like that, this is probably not the tank for you, because there's a lot of shots that bounce and a lot of shots that don't go anywhere near where you aim. 3,394 assisted damage though. That's how he aced it. 32,500 credits after tax with a standard account. Would have been just over 51,000 with a premium. 135 shots fired. 53 hit. 42 went through. Let's have a look. That's an ace tanker. Well done. That's how you spot at Tier 5. Thank you very much for the replays. Philharmonic, one of the nicest blokes I've ever had the pleasure to meet in this game. And, of course, PanzerQuake from Calm Clan. Thanks for the replays. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitch down there somewhere. Take care. See you all next time.